Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to another Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd, and we're going for the Sunset Invasion achievement. So far we have basically unified the Aztec lands. We have, if you consider our subject, and we've reformed our religion, we have feudalism, we're working on the Renaissance. That one's going to take us a little bit longer, because we still need to develop here. And sorry if you can hear coughing in the background, the fiancé is ill. We could give them 15 more influence, bring them up to 60. Yeah, let's do that. Then we get more military points we can dump into spreading the Renaissance here. I'm going to save for coring this as soon as they're done. Should happen about the same time. It'll take us a while to get these points. And could... yeah, let's go ahead and get that accepted culture first rather than developing, see, English ships. Try it, England. Try it. I mean, they're not even using transports, so I don't think they're trying to invade, they're just taking a look at what's going on. That came in at an unfortunate time. We'll go for the minus unrest guide, just because. We could always send cash to them to make them like us a little bit more. Don't like that. And we'll back up to 8k manpower. We can make 5,000 more troops. I'm going to do it. So that we look more intimidating to the Europeans. Oh, we're doing alright. I would like to build some ships. So that's 12 transports, and hopefully we can get over to Cuba. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I'd like to colonize there before the Europeans do. I'd love to get our inflation down. It's just not a priority right now. Be a nice luxury, but it's not a priority. Goes up a point every 4 years. Round it up. Okay, well, we'll pick these guys up. And move them over there. Get some sugar. Good. This is going to take forever, so why don't we take that one? That's our only other option. And as soon as we're done with this missionary, grab this one, so why don't we just use a little bit of what's going to be excess to get some more states. We're going to do legitimacy because our legitimacy naturally ticks up and our prestige ticks downward. It's going to take so long to make them like us. Here we see the English have come back. And we're not going to build up to our force summit at the moment. So we're trying to recover our manpower. Once we've completed that mission, we will try to stay at our maximum to keep Europeans from trying to invade us. I think we could take on one European, but taking on more than one would probably doom us. Particularly if one attacks us, then another one tries to take advantage of it. Obviously, I'm interested in building up a war fleet of big ships to keep European navies from being able to land. I fear we're so far behind on technology that that would be a waste of money, because we would have to upgrade the ships to make them worth anything. Okay, extra points here. Okay, the Renaissance is present. We could embrace it. Let's do it. And we are a great power in 1515. Glorious. And we're only 7 minutes into this video, so we're just going to keep breezing ahead. We don't yet have all of the institutions. There's colonialism, but let's wait for the spread. Particularly, we're waiting for the Renaissance to spread over here, and then we'll develop this province like crazy. Should be in a state. Let's just double check, make sure. It should be. Unless I dismissed our option to add new states. Nope, doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, so I think our colonization, we're going to snatch this one up, and then we're going to move over here. Might as well start working on this one because we don't have any ideas completed yet, or started, or unlocked. So we're definitely not going to be using any of our admin points for development. And we're getting manpower back pretty rapidly. So yeah, I think this is a really good position for Aztecs to be in 1516. We've unified our region. We've got some money saved up. There's the Castilians. Still can't make any buildings other than forts. And now we're not dependent upon the Europeans for anything. And many thanks to the players who had discovered that bug. Now we can make cavalry. One of the other benefits of reforming your religion early is I think natives still get less money from gold than people with feudalism. I think that's true. Certainly seems like we're making a lot more money now. But it could be multiple factors at work. We have a conquistador. Yeah, I think they're trying to check out our land now. Yeah, that or they were unloading into Cuba. Those Norwegian troops, or ships, I think Norway is exploring. Okay, and how are we doing here? I wish we had like a 666 ruler or something like that, because all of our points are really valuable to us. Yeah, sure, we'll develop that into a city. Okay, so we can make 5 more units of troops. Why don't we get some cavalry? Another unit of infantry. This will make us look more intimidating to Europeans, so that's definitely important for our survival. Let's go ahead and draft it. Reformer. And for some it would be useful if we had to fight the European army. I don't want to pay for the extra trips, so it wouldn't do us a whole lot of good right now. I mean, I guess we could build up to that enlarged force limit, and then that would discourage Europeans. Why don't we get 16 units here? That's not going to work for us. I don't want some of them on the other side of our country. And then once we have these built, we can consider making a small war fleet. Even if it's initially outdated, it's better than nothing. Of course, that would rely upon our autonomy dropping or us getting more coastal territory from colonization. Okay, we can... Yeah, let's do this. They'll become loyal in like 2 or 3 months anyway. Okay, so now the Renaissance is present. I'm going to use our military points to try getting colonialism started. Barks in place. Let's try to ensure that money doesn't flow out of Mexico into the Caribbean and eventually into the pockets of Europeans. That would not be something we'd like to see. There's all this sugar and cocoa. Okay, we could get another ship. Oh. Well. Looks like we do have one ship on this side. Yeah, we don't make too much from taxes. It's not going to be a game changer one way or another. Okay, we make another ship and another unit. So why don't we go for an early Carrack here. I can make it somewhere where that would be faster, but I really don't care. And now we can start making some of these other buildings. Like this would be really useful. We could build one here before we integrate them. That's not essential. And then we could build up a barracks if there's anywhere that has really high manpower. That's about the best one that I could see. Nope, right here. That's worth it. Yep, those are Norwegian ships. Let's go ahead and grant the monopolies again. Who wants more land? That's our clergy. And we could give them some stuff like this. Prefer to give them trade goods that aren't as valuable like this one. And what are we working with here? One more unit of troops? Sure. And we still haven't spotted any colonies, so we can't click on them and try to find out where those European capitals are. That's okay, we're not in any rush in that regard. Relations are still so bad here. Okay, let's develop here further. %. Each one's now giving us 4. And we can make another unit, so why don't we do that and that. Take the support here and get some admin points. So we gotta get this tech up. Yeah, one of our big concerns is that we can't explore. So we can't colonize any other places like Cuba. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we could throw a barracks in here, might as well. And a barracks there. All these ones that we're developing like crazy, particularly because we're using a lot of our military points to it. Which of course I don't want to do. I want our military points for military tech, but we gotta get colonialism here. And if we get this, then we're going to be up to date with the Europeans until the printing press comes around. Which of course will not spawn in our country. It won't naturally grow in our country. I do want to get our diplomatic technology increased for faster colonization and greater colonial range, but our first colonies, once we get exploration, are going to be in Cuba unless it's taken already. So I'm prioritizing our institution growth, institution spread development here. This is nice because as we develop this province, it's coastal, and all of our coastal development is going to be increasing our naval force limit. Let's go ahead and do it right through here. Nice. Yeah, it's definitely a downside that by doing this strategy, you give up on the possibility of getting free tech by reforming your religion off of some sort of European power. But if you're getting the spread of these institutions so much earlier, then you'll probably get caught up on tech a little earlier. And it certainly decreases possibility of a European nation declaring on you. I mean, they could, but they're much tougher than we otherwise would have been, so they're much less likely to do it, I would guess. And we can control where we colonize as soon as we get caught up, tech-wise. That's a really nice thing. Or if we just spot, there's Portugal. They're colonizing, I think. Okay, colonize shortly, which should be here. Sure. I do want to get up here to this center of trade. And down to Panama. But we can't see anything up there, so there's no rush. I can build one more troop, so let's get another unit of cavalry here. I'm guessing that we have a much larger force limit than Portugal, so I'd be surprised if they attack us unless they have the favors with Castile to be able to call them in. My guess is that they won't try it. so we need 12.5 more. I fear that will be 3 more clicks. So let's split it up between these. It'll end up saving us more admin points if we do it this way than if we had just waited. Okay, 2 more months. Okay, at least we've got her relations above 100 with our subject. And now colonialism is present in one of our provinces and will spread. So we're just going to save up points and we can embrace this. We should be able to do when it's past just a few more provinces. Yeah, there are definitely Portuguese there. Influence has increased. Yeah, let's pass that. Now if we get him above 75, we could get 150 points here, but that's kind of risky. I'm going to leave him at 74. Guess I could have just developed with a point or something. Okay, so we're at 27 minutes. I'm going to stop this video here. Thank you for watching. If you've liked this, please consider giving the video a like and or subscribing to my channel.